on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash, honey y'all dash.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more pesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Coach, thank you. Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Go. 120!
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
74.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And pressure gets to him again. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Jordy.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here we go. Watch tight end.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one from them or on film.
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they're not.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the right side with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Prescott to throw it. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Rolling with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4 down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andy Isabella, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check Mike 6.
Hey, Zoo.
Now Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. T.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Down the man inside, down the man. That's great 57. Here we go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returnable for Thomas. An unbelievable punt there. We're talking 70-plus yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress as well. Dashing through the snow, the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to let this one go, and that's caught inside the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
53, check 53. Go, get it.
Prescott on first down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there at 22. Now Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Eagles' 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Elliott, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Already at the line find this Philly offense set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got his man on the out route. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Waiting.
Again, it's Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Wentz going to go on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they?
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead.
Check 52.
A first down throw for Prescott. Escapes the sack. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. To throw is Wentz. His throw incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pick.
And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Wentz. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so...
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Another run with Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30. 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories, but, you know...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Check 99.
26. Here we go, 46.
He's checking crap.
Here we go, 1 to 54. Why in? Gun. 26.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Another run here with Sanders. Gets around him. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Going for it with Sanders. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back.
Go, get out there.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll go again with Sanders. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later, because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
No. 81. Here, shift.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Prescott now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
We're going to 53. Out. Under. You got to keep running.
Throwing here, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Going to 54. Line. Swerve. 26.
Prescott from the gun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.